All right, Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rachak Kodash, double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopefully led by the tabernacles of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, wherever you may be, so I say Shalom. All right, we're going to get into this, I forget this guy's name, it don't really matter. This dude from Redacted here. And I want to play here this little conversation he was having, and just I guess chime in, at a couple of points here. So make sure we take. Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna play this video here.
Something big is coming. I know that you know it. I'm feeling it, and I just wanted to sit down and talk about it. I think this country has changed forever in the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination. Because if you're not in touch with the young people and you don't understand how this has affected an entire generation of young Americans, then you are out of touch. But I think what we're seeing is something so large that we can't even wrap our heads around what happened. The time for tolerance is over, and I think you're going to see a major shift across this country. I just want to come in and just say a few words about it in the wake of what Erica Kirk had to say last night on television. So I can't believe that she was able to come out and give a speech and talk about Charlie's legacy, the future of Turning Points, and they're going to continue on with their mission, that this is spiritual warfare, she said. But she said something in an interview separately about the evil.
Oh, wait, I didn't notice that before. You see what he did here? He got this, I'm sure we all know about the Carolina train situation, supposedly, allegedly, right? So they got her looking like this little angel here, and then this guy looking like a devil. And we all know who this guy was, Dreadlock Roster, right? Okay, so that's crazy. I didn't notice that the first time.
Separately about the evildoers, and I just want to quote.
But it just goes into the same conversation we've been having about pointing the finger towards the Southern Kingdom, okay, to come down against them next, because they're gonna keep sending troops out until it's just us, not worldwide, statewide, okay, or at least to where they want it to be, okay, and it just heading towards chaos and martial law and things of that nature, which is why I thought it was interesting with what he was talking about. I might have to go back and edit some of the things and kind of drop the volume on certain words here. I probably have to do that because I'm not sure if I should just upload it regular because
Directly,
everything that's going on.
Evildoers should all know this. If you thought my husband's mission was powerful before, you have no idea. She said, you have no idea what you have just unleashed across this entire country and this world. And I don't think she's being hyperbolic at all. I think she is spot on 100%. Now, maybe you and I can share some anecdotes here. I would love to hear your comments below, just in your neighborhood, just talking to family and friends, or just discussions you've had over dinner. Share them below, because I can tell you, even if it's just anecdotally, I'm hearing from conservatives, I'm hearing from friends all over the country who have had enough. They are fed up. So this being unleashed, this idea of being unleashed, it's about tolerance. And I think this is a moment, and I can feel it. I'm getting like goosebumps just thinking about it. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of people like us who just want a better country.
Now, notice what he's saying here. So listen real good what he's saying here.
I'm sick and tired of us being pushed around, talked down to, treated as if we're some sort of fascists or Nazis or, illiberal, intolerant wretches. I'm sick of it. And I'm angry about it. I talked to Father Calvin Robinson on the show the other day about this, and he said the time for tolerance is over. Father Robinson. And I said, Father, I'm feeling that too. Is that okay? Is that okay to say enough? Enough of just like sitting back with our arms crossed, sitting back and allowing people to talk down to us. Oh, you don't want to get the COVID shot? Well, you must be some sort of a fascist anti-vaxxer. Oh, you don't want trans ideology in your school. You're so intolerant. Where's the love in your heart? Oh, you don't want this individual who's been arrested 14 times to just be able to walk free. Where is your compassion? I'm sick of it. And I think what you're seeing now over the past 48 hours is the tolerance is evaporating. And all of the men and all of the conservative women who've sat back and just allowed us to be shit upon for so long, it's coming to an end. Take, for example, the woman who at an Office Depot that's gone viral over the past 24 hours wouldn't print out a Charlie Kirk prayer sign. Somebody came in to spend $50 of his own money to print a poster to go to a prayer vigil for Charlie Kirk. She wouldn't print it out at Office Depot because it was considered propaganda.
All right, so what's your name? I'm print supervisor.
I'm one of the managers.
Yes.
So, unfortunately,
so they say they don't print political propaganda. So this is somebody that passed away a couple years ago.
That's political propaganda, unfortunately. I'm
So
sorry.
this is for a prayer tonight, for a prayer vigil?
Mm-hmm. It's still propaganda, unfortunately.
What makes it propaganda?
Because he's a political figure, and I don't have to.
Our general manager is going to be in on Monday. If you
No, it's totally
further on the subject,
you would like to.
you're welcome to return.
Office Depot has fired her. This is what I'm talking about. For far too long, these people have gotten away with this shit, and it's over. She's been shit canned, gone. Or the developers for Sucker Punch, developers of a video game, who took to Blue Sky, which is a liberal echo chamber, to share their love of the fact that Charlie Kirk had been assassinated. Drew was her name, a developer, and the internet went crazy. She's been fired. And a laundry list of other people are losing their jobs because of this, calling for violence against other human beings all over Blue Sky. The violence that they're calling for against President Trump, the violence they're calling for against Joe Rogan, who by the way was a Bernie Sanders supporter. They lost him because of their intolerance. Calling for violence against these individuals, no more. So these people are losing their jobs left and right, and I'm sorry, but I am there for it. I am sick of it. I'm sick of seeing videos of like a young man in a coffee shop with his girlfriend or whomever, and he's wearing a MAGA hat to make America a great country again. FYI, I don't know if you've noticed what's happened to this country over the past few decades. Who wouldn't want to make America a great country again? Lift people up out of poverty, have jobs for everyone, that every American could afford to buy a house, that you wouldn't buy a Big Mac for $10 because of inflation. You wouldn't see homeless encampments all over the United States going into these liberal cities. You wouldn't see fentanyl destroying entire communities. Yeah, that's making America great again. So I'm so sick of seeing these videos of a young man sitting there in a MAGA hat at a coffee shop, and some, tolerant liberal comes in and starts ripping it off their head.
And I went from being shoved next to a cliff on a hike, being called racist, people spit on me. I mean, it was insane because I had a MAGA hat on. I mean, people would just walk up to me and be like, I hope you fucking kill yourself.
Or goes up to houses and tearing up Trump signs, or yelling at people in coffee shops because they're wearing a Make America Great Again shirt.
And you have a baby here with you. You're a disgusting, sick, vile, fucking weirdo. Oh my God, it's fucking right. You dumb bitch, you're with this shit. He doesn't want me or you to have equality. Oh my God.
Or the woman who took to social media yesterday in an Eagles jersey, by the way, which I was pissed about as an Eagles fan, and she's some white liberal lady from San Diego who's posting about how she's thrilled about Charlie Kirk's passing.
And I'm gonna stop right there because I'm gonna have to do so much editing to tone down some of the names out, because I was gonna play the whole video, but and the point that I want to really get to is what is going on here. And this is a very go-to scripture as of late. Second Ezra chapter 15. We start at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And so this is something we mentioned before, where you have all these different issues. Okay, you have racial issues, you have political issues, you even have issues that are foreign but are spoken about here in Babylon. Um, Financial issues, all these differences. I think, yeah, I mentioned political. So you have all these people who are being pitted and played against one another, and that just causes chaos. All right, like the last one we just saw, the angry lady, okay, screaming at the dude with we'll say the red hat, okay, and then going back and screaming at his woman because she with this piece of s, and you know, but then you have also the people on the other side, all right, who were gung ho for. So it's just you believe this, I believe that. I'm gonna get you, okay? Oh, you're I don't know, you're this race, I'm that race. I don't like you, all right? Oh, you know what I'm saying? So all these different differences here, okay, that are being stirred up. All right. And it just plays right into the prophecies, man. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And of course, their actions shall stand in the power, and that's what you see happening with them making use of these I'll just say recent situations, just not to say anything too triggering there. And just making use of every little bit that they can make use of to move forward to the next phase of their plan. A man shall desire, let me pull up some more. A man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, their houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And that's what you're about to see in America is, chaos, because at some point, the people are going to boil over, okay? And they're just going to, the Lord's just going to let everybody loose. They're going to boil over, and everybody's going to be at one another's necks. And then on top of that, you have the other things like famine, and all these different uh, 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 how do we word it, just regular issues, not social, that's not the word I'm looking for, but with different things are going on as far as people's financial you know uh, um, um, standpoints and things of that nature, and the economy, all right, and how things are going with the economy. And everybody's in an uproar about something, all right? Everybody's angry about something except for the so-called elites, all right, who are the ones that are comfortable because they want to fashion this world for themselves, excuse me, and not for others. As a matter of fact, I can get another one real quick. I think it's at 12, somewhere around here. And it might be the one at 14. Okay, yep. He that is evil to himself, Ecclesiasticus 14:5. To whom will he be good? And look how he treats his own people. Okay, and we can just center this on Babylon the Great, because this thing's going on all over the planet. But in Babylon the Great alone, look how he treats his own people in Babylon, and how he's constantly pitting his people against one another and doing certain things that oppress them, but they can't tell because they're actually winning over other different people of this society. All right, so because the average Edomite thinks that they're actually winning, which they may be doing better than someone else or someone like us, right, the Israelites, but ultimately they're still losing because they don't see the bigger picture of what's going on and who's really in control, and it's their own leaders, their own people, their own family members. All right, I'm not saying direct family, but they're all Edomites. Okay, they're in power and you're not. So he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. So everything that this devil does has a rhyme and reason, man. Okay, and it's not to help us. Definitely not us. We're the last people. It's not to help the other nations, and it's not even to help his own people. It's to help himself and for his own agenda. And we see this place moving towards, what the scriptures, what we just read, all right, in Second Ezra, man, all right, to that time of trouble, okay, and the Lord's gonna unleash the floodgates of Jacob's trouble. That's why we want to be covered by him, because you'll get caught up in it if you're not. Now go back. Okay, yeah. I think I read everything I wanted to read. Yeah, that's pretty much right there at that last point. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay, but it starts with what you see now. These major differences from racial, political, worldwide issues. I guess like who you voted for is also political, like Democrat, Republican, stuff like that. And that's what they do, divide and conquer. Okay, and they put everybody against one another, so no one looks towards them. But when you look at the bigger picture, you kind of see what's happening here. So that's pretty it there. Like I said, I was gonna play the whole video, but man, I'm gonna have to blot out some names there. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. Lord willing, you edify to next thing. I'm sure I'm gonna say shalom.